story reminds me of our situation. It reminds me of our condition. It reminds me of where we are now, because we were once destined to become kings and queens. We were once destined to take the throne. We were once destined to become a part of the royal family. But the Bible says that we had a fall. Don't you remember the fall? We were once destined to be a part of the royal family, but the Bible says that we had a fall. And I suggest to you today that many of us are in this condition. We were supposed to be a part of the royal family, but maybe just maybe we've been dropped like Mephibosheth. Maybe just maybe we've gone outside of God's will, and maybe we need to come back in God's family. And I suggest to you today that many of us need to be like David. We need to show kindness. Let me get a little closer. Let me come a little closer. The Bible tells us that David asked the question, is there yet anyone left out of the house of Saul, that I may show him kindness for Jonathan's sake? Now get this now. This is an interesting question. Why is this an interesting question to you, preacher? It's an interesting question because David did not have a good relationship with Saul. Y'all remember the story? Y'all remember the story. Saul slaying his thousands, David slaying his 10,000. Y'all remember how Saul hated on David, and he tried to take David's life, and he tried to kill David. But here is David declaring that he wants to show kindness. Amen. Now for some of us, this might be a hard thing for us to do. Yeah. Why? Because we're a people that's connected to the past. Yeah. Can we just tell the truth here? Yeah. We don't like to forget about the past. Can we be honest? When someone does something to us, we don't want to forget about it. Can we be honest? When we come to church, and if someone did something to us, we pass the person straight. Hello, somebody. Can we be honest? When someone does something to us and we are holding on to malice, and we see them in the street, we cross over to the other side of the road. Can we be honest and tell the truth? Let's just be honest. Did you know that study shows that your blood pressure goes up when you hold on to malice? Things happen to your body when you hold on to malice. And it doesn't make sense to hold on to malice, because sometimes I sit and think, what if Jesus held on to your past? Oh, y'all don't want to hear that. What if Jesus went back in time? Some of us West Indians, hello somebody. When you were back at home and in the carnival. Some Jamaicans in here, when you were back at home and in the pasa pasa. I got the wrong crowd. When you were back at home doing your own thing. When you were back at home and in the club. Hello somebody. When you were back at home and you were a liar and you were a thief. What if Jesus pulled back your files? So the best thing for us to do is leave it at the foot of the cross. The Bible tells me to leave it at Jesus' feet. I've got time to hold on to malice. In fact, I'm too young to hold on to malice. I got plans to live. I got plans to do things. People go to the grave with a grudge. They take time out of their life. I got plans to travel and do things for the Lord. Hello, somebody. I got plans to get married and to have some children. Hello, somebody. I don't got time to hold on to malice. But the Bible tells us that David says to Ziba, is there yet anyone left out of the house of Saul, that I may show him kindness? Now, this is an interesting statement. Why is this an interesting statement, preacher? In the original language, stay with me now. The Bible tells us that the word kindness, there are connotations for the word kindness. The connotations for the word kindness is love, mercy, loyalty. So this means that the kindness of God precedes love, it precedes mercy, it precedes loyalty. But there is a question here. If in fact there is a kindness of God, that means that there is also a kindness of the devil. The kindness of the devil precedes selfishness. The kindness of the devil will cause you to do things with the wrong motives. Understand that David did not declare to show kindness to the house of Saul because he himself wanted something in return. And most of us here show kindness only when it benefits us. return. You know, they go out on a limb and they bring flowers when they want something in return. You know, children here that, you know, when you want something from your parents, that's the time you say you love them. Can we tell the truth? You know, and I suggest to you today that Jesus is trying to get us out of this place. He's trying to get us to the place where there's one type of kindness that proceeds from us. Guess what this type of kindness is? Let me tell you what this type of kindness is. It's the kindness of Jesus. Oh, y'all don't like that part? It's the kindness of Jesus. He's trying to get us out of this place where we show selfish kindness, but we only show the kindness of God. But that's not the story. The Bible tells us that David asked the question, is there yet anyone left? The Bible says that there was a servant in the house of Saul by the name of Ziba.